Okay, another motivational video. This one's going to have a couple topics. This morning, I posted a picture of my Kindle and then a heart around my charger. So to explain to you what happened, and the theme is called, of this particular part of the video, is called I'm a Woman of My Word. So basically, when I purchased that, I know the droids, for me, I'm not a fan of the iPhone because of my eyes. It's really a very small phone. This one, the Samsung, and then the Droid that I had for a couple years before that is bigger screen, better for me, faster uploads and all that other stuff since I'm doing videos on my phone and then posting them to Facebook. It's just a lot. There are a lot more features that I need. However, the battery dies super quick. Now, I'm somebody that lives on my phone. Hence my day yesterday. I'm out of the house all day. On Wednesdays, I am gone at 7:10 in the morning, and I don't get back home until 8:15 at night. So if my phone dies, yeah, I have my car, but what if I'm out of the car and I can't charge it? So I bought a cordless charger. You can find it at Best Buy. You can find it at whatever phone store that you have. Verizon is one of the other stores that has it. So I bought that for my phone. And it just so happened that it works on Kindles also. So I talk about all the time that I actually wake up excited to critique food logs and give people positive feedback, like I'm doing their positive affirmations for them, seeing how good they did during the day, and having that opportunity to help them when they feel like maybe they didn't have a great day, or, that's what this is all about, this whole learning process. So when they feel like, oh my God, I didn't have a great day because of this, and then I acknowledge some of the great things that they did do, and just like my post this morning, there could be 100 things for you to cry about, but you got to show life that there's 1,000 things for you to smile about. And the same thing with food logs. And then I'm excited to what motivates me to do my run is my music, which I have. Usually it's one song that I really like and I listen to it over and over and over again. And then there's my murder mystery. So I need two things. Yes, music will motivate me, but I need to listen to music and read my book that I put on extra bold print. So I noticed yesterday my son was playing the game as we were driving home from and I have games on the Kindle. So he was playing it and the battery was red right when I turned it on the treadmill, and I almost lost my mind because I need it. So I got my portable charger. So that literally, when I say that I'm a woman of my word, I'm going to do my run every morning. I'm going to always wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. No excuse. That's why I set 4 alarms. Oh, the lights went out in my town. Sorry, I have my phone. Oh, my phone died. Sorry, that's why I have the watch on the other side of the room and another alarm clock that's battery operated. So literally, there's no excuse as to why I can't wake up. I literally just had a daydream, and this is terrible, but I had a daydream when I was thinking of the no excuses, and I said, Jesus, even if I had a car accident, let's just say today I have a coaching call, and let's just say I got into a car accident. That is terrible to even think of. Yes, it popped into my head for a second, but what did I say? Oh, I hope I could at least make a phone call to tell somebody, sorry, I can't do the call today because I got into a car accident. That's the things that I think of, because everything that I do in life is for everybody else. That's even why I said thank you this morning to my picture. Thank you for being there for me to motivate, because I need to do that. Maybe if my Kindle died, or maybe if I didn't have you guys to post for and all that other stuff, I would find a reason to go back to bed. Granted, last night, totally off the subject, but my husband told me about this funny new show, which is so funny because there's so much social media and all these Facebook and Twitter and all that other stuff all over. And there are so many people that aren't real. You guys know I'm real. Every picture that I post is that day. I look like this all the time. I do this every single day. You can't fake that funk. But there are people out there that are fake. So my husband found this new show called Catfish. I don't know what one has to do with the other, but I was up until 10 o'clock yesterday. And then we were joking around and laying in bed, and I didn't get to bed until 10:15. I'm usually in bed by 9:30, so I'm a little tired. I could have gone back to bed, but I didn't. So every single thing that I really am determined to do, and I made a promise, or I once said it out loud that I'm going to make sure, today, I'm sure I love my coach more than anything, but I'm sure Alessandro is oh God, she has to leave early again. Maybe not. Maybe he's just like me and he's like, I'm just glad that you got on the mat, which sometimes when I let him know, he's like, I'm just glad that you're here. But like today, again, yesterday I had a follow-up coaching call, so I had to leave early. The day before that, I forgot what it was. I think I had a dentist appointment, but I ended up staying until the end. I had coaching calls all last week, so I have another one today, so I will have to leave early, but I'm focusing on the fact that I'm going to do my class today. So, basically everything that I do is I set myself up for my video that I talked about also back in the day, worst case scenario. So you always plan for worst case scenario. So I think about some of the things that I want to do, and I want to be motivation for somebody else. I want to give somebody a light at the end of the tunnel. That's why I wrote my story. I don't sugarcoat anything. I told everything about throwing up in my mom's attic, binging and purging and checking myself into the hospital and having a nervous breakdown. And I'm totally not ashamed of that. And then I think of, what do I want to do? What is my journey? What is my goal? What is my purpose? And my purpose is, I feel like, to change people's lives, whether it's, anything. My son, my husband, make him a happy husband with not, with a wife that, a lot of people talk about marriage in a negative way, and I hope that my husband never has anything negative to say about marriage because I am the perfect wife. I hope that my son thinks and knows that mommy loves him and I'll do anything for him. And I hope every client feels the same way. And I hope every client sees a little light at the end of the tunnel, or every person on Facebook or YouTube sees a little something more when they hear about my story. I only wish, and I no regrets, but I only wish that I even knew about Facebook or anything back in the day. Not like I probably would have had the strength to even videotape myself, just so you guys can see the extreme. I did post a picture of what I looked like at 182 and then at 119 when I was really sick, and then now, like, I did like a 3-picture picture. But basically, when I started all this, I said, okay, so here is what I want. Here's what I want to do. Here's my purpose. And then what could possibly stand in the way? I have a terrible memory. I will not allow that anybody to ever hear me say I forgot. So I have 1,000 Post-its everywhere, in my car, next to my bed, everything. Okay, I can't ever have a call drop. I have to always be available for a client. I don't want to lose service. If I have to do a phone interview, because I'm also the secretary, so I pay a little bit more to have Verizon than some of the other places like AT&T. Sometimes their service drops. I had them once before. I can't have that. There are so many different things, like, and again, no matter what, I make it a point, even though I post a picture every single day, and every morning I wake up, and one of the things that I do at 5:15 or whatever is post my motivational quote. It's what I've been doing for years, but it doesn't matter. It's still saved in my phone. I still have a reminder on my phone, because what if right at 5:15, when I'm about to post my motivational picture, my son wakes up and then it throws me off track, and then I forget to go back and post the picture? No, my reminder will go off, and I'll snooze my reminder until I post the picture. I'm a woman of my word. I'll never miss a day. So if you think and sit there and say, woman or man, whatever, and that comes from the book, The 4 Agreements. If you put that in stone and you say, I'm going to be this, I'm going to do this, you need to think of worst case scenario. What could make you not be that way? And then do not allow that to happen. And do everything that you possibly can too. Okay, so we're 9 minutes and I have a little bit more time, and I will talk about one other thing. Somebody messaged me on Facebook. I did a little survey yesterday. I asked some of the people that I do jiu-jitsu with. I asked my coach, and like, what are some emotions that you feel, let's just say, when you're either fighting or rolling? Granted, Alessandro was like a fighter, like he does MMA fights, and he said, his emotion is anger. He gets mad and he takes it out on the other person, and then that is what gets him success. And then other people that do jiu-jitsu is more of a calmness. I'm going to talk about emotions in the way of what this person asked me. And they talk about like, do I feel like, and I really hope that I took this the right way. Do I feel like eating healthy and exercising helps me deal with anger? And my thing is, it's the exact opposite. If I'm saying it correctly, but I feel like I don't get angry. I don't. Like, if somebody was to say something to me, it's not anger that I feel. It's part of it comes from the Four Agreements. If somebody says something to me, I don't get angry at them. I don't really feel sorry for them, but I just think of it in a way like where that's not me. That's a reflection of how they feel about them. So I don't get mad. If my husband does something or says something, which very rarely happens, and I'm not at all lying, but if he says something that annoys me, I don't get mad at it because my husband is a freaking phenomenal man, and I am beyond blessed to have him in my life. And whatever it is that he's never done anything to he's never done anything to totally piss me off. He's never dogged me. He's never wronged me. He's never done anything. But maybe something happened, or maybe whatever. I can't even think of an example because there really isn't any. But if it warranted the average person to get pissed, to me, it's not worth it. Because when I look at what happened or look at a scenario, I can't think of one right now because I've never looked at it that way. So if and when something was to happen, I'm not going to get mad at it. I express my feelings. Hey, that upset me. And then I move on because there's so many other phenomenal things about him that are not worth me wasting my anger on it. If something else annoys me, maybe something happens in my day that might get me frustrated. Like a client, I never get frustrated. They think that I get mad at them if they make a mistake. How can I get mad? I've been there before. I know exactly what you're feeling. So no, frustration and anger is not something that I feel towards you. So anger is like an emotion that I don't really ever feel. I have a 5-year-old, I have a kid. Kids cannot listen sometimes, but I don't get angry at him. I have to teach him how to be calm if things don't go the way that I want them to. So like, I want him to maybe be good and he's not being good. So if I get frustrated, then he's going to learn that frustration is how you should feel when you don't get your way. So I don't teach him that. So I try to calm myself down so that I don't get frustrated with him because he's only 3 at the time, 4 at the time. Now he's 5. I feel like, and now this is in reference to workouts, I feel like, and even in jiu-jitsu, but even in workouts, and sometimes especially in workouts, I don't feel like I take it out. Like maybe if I was to do a Muay Thai class, and this is, I'm sure, what my coach is talking about. Like you take it out on the bag, you take it out on punching. But with me, and like he has the skills as a black belt to go with his emotions as he's rolling. Me, because I don't have that many skills, or not that many, because I do, because I've been doing it for a year and I practice it almost a year, and I practice it and I feel like I have skills, but we can all be better. It doesn't matter. And I'm a white belt, so I'm really nobody. But I feel like if my emotions were anger, I would be sloppy. Now, jiu-jitsu, sloppy, and even workout. So if I'm standing there and I truly want to maximize on my workout and I'm mad at something in the day, I'm going to get sloppy and I'm more likely to get hurt because I'm not really thinking about my body. And I tell people all the time, may God strike me dead if I am lying right now where I stand. I do not do steroids. Yesterday, I did standing with 2 dumbbells, so I literally had to bicep curl them or clean them because I had to use my whole body. Standing push presses with 55-pound dumbbells. I did alternating bicep curls. I've done 50s. I just didn't do 50s yesterday. Yes, a little bit of a swing, but a really slow and controlled move on the way down with 45-pound dumbbells. The picture of the plate alternating on the bilateral lat pull down, but I did double arm, and I did it with 45, 90. I did it with 100 pounds on each side. That's not my heaviest, but I was going heavy on other things, so I didn't go heavy on that, or as heavy. But I do that, or I'm able to do that because I'm able to concentrate, because I'm relaxed when I work out, because getting ready to enjoy my workout because I eat good every day so I can really see how strong I am. So I'm not making up for a bad day and then possibly trying to push through frustrations. I hope you understand where I'm coming from with all that. I only tell you that because we are all capable of it. You can be standing there watching this video and however old you are, 25 years old, 55 years old, 70 years old, there's no way that I'll be able to do that. There are possibilities. Like I said, I am not on steroids, and may God strike me dead. I bet you that there was somebody in that gym that was probably like, oh, she probably did steroids, because people have said it. Jackasses. And terrible. They have said it. They have asked me what I'm on. How are you able to lift that much weight? And yada, yada, yada. Food, baby, okay? Food. No supplements. Food. I just did a video yesterday. That is what I eat and take in and drink water, and occasionally some coconut water when I do jiu-jitsu. Only because I'm working out for an hour and 45 minutes straight and sweating and pouring. So it's something to replenish my electrolytes and all that other stuff. But I don't really recommend because it does have sugar. And it's only because I'm working out up to 2 hours. So that's it. That's all that I have. All of our bodies are capable of more. All of our minds are capable of more. So I hope you got the gist of this about the emotions thing, and then about the woman of my word and the worst case scenario kind of all combined together. I do this because I love you. Thank you for being there for me. I need you just as much as some of you might say that you need me. I do. So I am nothing without you. I am just some average chick. I am no superhero. I know my son thinks so, but I am not. I have just mastered certain skills. Every one of you out there have mastered your trait, have mastered your skills at something. This is what I've mastered. And I've mastered it because I know what it feels like to be at the bottom. Being in a hospital and looking around and thinking, if you ever seen the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, that's where I felt like I was. And I'm not at all trying to diss anybody, but like, I was around people that were suicidal and I wasn't. I was around people that had, bipolar, schizophrenia, all that. And I just had a nervous breakdown and checked myself into the hospital. And I allowed myself to stay there until I felt like I was ready to get out, because I refused to live like I was living for however many months. I don't even remember how long it was after I quit my job and was living in my mom's attic, binging and purging. So I've been there, dude. I have been there. The people that hit rock bottom, that focus and keep their eye on the light and on whatever it is that's going to motivate them to keep going, they are the ones that truly appreciate what it feels like and I'm not cocky, and I would never look down on somebody. I just downloaded a picture that says, don't ever look down on somebody unless you're getting ready to help them up. And that's me. So please see the light and focus on it. And no matter how long it takes, could take 5 years, could take 10. There's a beautiful video out there about a guy that was told he would never walk again. And he did a documentary on himself, and he videotaped himself doing yoga and falling on camera. And he's running at the end of the video. He was very, very, very overweight. You have got to find it. I don't even know how. Go on YouTube and look for motivational, inspirational stories, or weight loss stories, or something that has to do with and you'll find it. It's up there. It's up there with that guy that has no arms and no legs. And his story is freaking incredible. Dude, if these people can do it, we can. Jesus. Ugh. I love you. See the light, people. And go to it. Go to the light.